Hello boys and girls. So today's project I am calling the Free Draw Challenge, and that is because in my art room when you guys would finish a project early, you would be so excited about getting a piece of free draw paper so you could draw whatever you wanted on it. But a lot of the time you guys would go back to your seat and go, "Ooh, I don't know what to draw." I have a feeling some of you guys might be doing that at home too. You want to create something and you just don't know where to get started. So I'm going to give you guys a few activities today that you can do just to get the creative process flowing. It's not so much about what your project's going to look like at the end. We won't all be doing the same thing. It's more about just getting started, finding a place to start and just enjoying the process. So what you're going to need is just some paper, something to draw with, and your creativity. Let's get started. For my next challenge, I've got a piece of paper, a marker in a different color. I'm gonna use black so it's easier for you to see. I've got a washable marker, and I don't normally let you guys do this in my classroom, but what you will do with this marker, making sure that it's washable of course, is you are going to color your thumb with it. I'm going to color my thumb with it because I want to make a thumbprint. So I'm gonna color my thumb. And once I have it good and covered in that color of your choice, you're going to make thumbprints on your paper. I might do some thumbprints touching. I'm going to have to reload, meaning I'm coloring my thumb again, and then put it back down on the paper. I might put a few more over here, color in my thumb again, maybe put another one down here. Another one over here. Now, however many thumbprints, whoop, that one turned out silly. However many thumbprints it is that you decide to use, it's going to be more challenging because you're going to have to decide what these thumbprints are going to be. What are these thumbprints going to be? When you're done, I'm going to add a few more, just like this. All right, so I'm going to put this away and wash my hands. Okay, so didn't completely wash off, but I'm all right. So now that my paper is dry from my little thumbprint, I'm going to draw on top of these thumbprints using a different color marker. I'm using black again so it's easier to see. You can be using colored pencil, crayon, and here I'm going to decide what this might be. So over here, I'm going to begin to add details to these objects to make them look like something else. So this one, I'm gonna give it a head and a beak, like this. And I might give it some tail feathers over here, a wing, and some feet. And I have made it into a duck. I've made a little duck out of my thumbprint. Over here, I'm gonna look at this one and think, what does that one look like? I don't know, maybe I can make this one into, I'm gonna kind of trace around there. Maybe this one is going to be a turtle. So I've made a little turtle or a tortoise over here out of that thumbprint. This one, of course, to me, already looks like a butterfly. So I'm going to add the details to this one to make it look like a butterfly. And over here, I'm not sure what would that be. Something big up in the sky like that. I'm going to add some little lines coming down from it. Some little stripes. And maybe a basket. And I've made a hot air balloon. So this is a fun little activity where you can take your thumbprint and make all different types of little doodles out of it. This next activity, I have a piece of paper and I really want to draw a picture and I don't know what it is I want to draw. So I'm just going to start to draw shapes. I'm going to maybe draw a triangle And when you do this, you're gonna be using a marker or a crayon, something that can't be erased, so that when you draw these shapes, they stay there. You can't change them. I'm going to maybe draw a circle and another shape, or a line even. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna do a line. Now I only chose 3 objects to make it a little bit easier, but if you want it to be a little more challenging, you can use more objects, but the more you do, the more difficult it's going to be. So now I'm gonna start to turn my paper and see, what does this look like to me? What can I make this picture into? And I'm just kind of turning it to see how I can finish this picture. What does it look like? What can I make it? Do I see a snowman maybe? Or do I see a spaceship? I might see a spaceship or a sailboat. All different things. So you're gonna keep turning it until something speaks to you. And I think I see something now. I think I see a house. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw the ground and maybe some bushes, a driveway or a sidewalk, and some more bushes over here. And then of course here it looks like I have the sun. So I can put some sun rays around it if I want to make this like a little cartoon. And then I've got this line in the sky. I suppose that could be a cloud. I could just make it a lot bigger. Or I can make it a rainbow. Between the clouds. How pretty is that? How fun. So, boys and girls, that's an example of how you can start a picture by just using shapes. And I had no idea I was going to draw that at the beginning, but I did know that I could draw a triangle, a circle, and a curved line. And I just turned my paper until I saw those objects come together and create a picture for me. So I hope I gave you guys some fun little tools and activities you guys can do when you feel like getting creative and you just don't know where to start. I hope you keep creating art and take care.